Hey guys, thank you for tuning in to CryptoLogic Miner. So today's video is building a PC mainly for mining XMR Monero, running a lot of the Asus ROG for Gamer products, and the PCU is by Thermaltake. We have the ROG Strix B550i gaming motherboard ITX series and the AMD Ryzen 9 series 5000 for mining XMR Monero. I went with the Trident Strix RAM, and the reason why I wanted to do an ITX build was it's something a little bit different, and I really like the design of this case, specifically the design factor of how they position the motherboard at an angle for better airflow and efficiency of the CPU. So the case itself is all brushed aluminum black, and it has the tempered glass on the front, back, and side. The front has some USB connectors, 3.0. We got two up top, a USB-C, and then Gen 2 USB connectors along with the headphone jack in the front. I also have a power button and reset button as well. The case itself also does come with two 120mm fans up top for some initial cooling, which is nice. It's a little finicky getting some of these panels off, but you can kind of see there that middle bracket is where the motherboard is housed or attached, and it has an angle to it, like I said earlier, for cooling, which we'll take a look at further after I get this panel off. So the Asus Z11 case also comes with a built-in fan, LED breakout board panel, whatever you want to call it, in the back built into the case. So if you want to connect extra fans or some RGB lighting to it, they can all connect to the board there, which is kind of neat. So you don't have to purchase anything extra if you wanted to add on some additional fans and whatnot. They have the USB-C, the SATA, the RGB connector, and they actually give you this really cool screwdriver that comes with the case as well, Phillips head. So for those of you who was paying attention in the beginning of the video, I originally was going to use the Thermaltake PSU, but I ended up using that on my open air 3090 rig and had the Corsair 750 laying around, so I decided to just stick that in there since there's only going to be one GPU running on this. So this is the B550i ITX motherboard for AMD Ryzen series CPUs. This is one of the first ITX series PCs I built, and I thought it would be kind of fun to build something like this and for form factor, and I just like the overall design. Secondly, all my other PCs and mining rigs have all been Intel based, so this is the first AMD ones that I built, and the hash rate for mining XMR Moneros is great on these, so we'll get into that towards the end of the video. So for the RAM, I went with the Trident Royal, and they are really great and they look badass, so that's why I chose them. I know there's some other great companies out there, but these work really well and they have a really neat look to them. So guys, you can see the size of the ITX is much smaller than your next size up with the motherboard. It's almost like a quarter of the size of a full ATX motherboard, so it's real compact. So to hook up the USB for the main front panel of the case, it's a little tricky. You got to remove the plastic covering, and below the covering is the pins to plug in the USB. And there's the USB under that paneling that I was mentioning. Also next to it is the audio for the front panel. Plugs into the side of it there. It's a little tight to get in there, but it does fit. And then the audio cable for the front panel goes under the upper part that was covered by that plastic panel. So for cooling the CPU, I went with the Asus RYUJIN 240. At first I was not sure if this was going to fit on this board, but it does line up, believe it or not. Definitely will need to do some major cable management here with working in such a small space and all these extra cords and wires hanging out. But we'll figure that out here in a couple minutes. You have to route the fan cable to a spot on either the board or that fan extender panel on the back. Alright, so I fed a bunch of the wires through the back port onto the extension hub. Just have to connect a few more of the fans, the case fans, onto that extension hub. Luckily it came with that thing because there's not too many on that little ITX board, that's for sure. Definitely a lot of plastic protectant all over this case and the accessories. So make sure you guys peel all those off so there's no overheating issues with the adhesive stuff they put on there. So alright, I'm going to flash forward and just zip this up. I know you guys all want to see what this thing is going to do, mining XMR Monero. I'm going to just hook it up to Hive, so just bear with me 1 second. So I'm running Hive OS for all my rigs and PCs. I'm definitely a huge fan. Moved away from Windows and I've just been using Hive OS ever since. So with the current build with the PC I just built with this AMD Ryzen Series 9 5000 series, it's putting out about 13.16 kilohash. So if we plug that in to what's to mine here, it's roughly putting out about 3 cents per hour and roughly around 89 cents per day. Then of course you got to subtract the utility, electric cost. I'm at a low rate where I'm at. It's only about 6 cents per kilowatt. And I think altogether I'm around 20,000 kilohash, if I'm calculating or saying that right, with all my mining rigs and PC builds. So it's roughly around $1.28 per day. As for the 3060 Ti, I ended up throwing in there. It's roughly about $4 and some change, $4.21 per day, mining Ethereum. And I couldn't find just the straight 3060 Ti, so I just plugged in the hash rate into the calculator there. But yeah. Anyways, thank you guys for tuning in for this video. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Really appreciate all the support. Please also leave a comment down below if you have any questions or anything. And stay tuned for the next video. I'm going to be doing another crypto giveaway. Anyways, thanks again. Peace.